Many of you know Jason Earles as the older brother to Miley Stewart, aka Hannah Montana.
Socks in drawers? Shirts on hangers? It's madness! I can't live like this!
Now, 20 years after the show first premiered, Jason revealed his big secret. You see, Hannah wasn't the only one living a double life. When he first auditioned for Hannah Montana, he lied to a casting director by the name of Lisa London and told her he was 19 years old, when in fact, at this time, he was 28 and married. In a follow-up audition, Lisa London asked Jason Earles to lie about his age and say he's 18 years old because Disney Channel executives were looking for an actor closer to the age of the character Jackson Stewart, who was 16 years old. Jason agreed with Lisa and then lied to the producers and told them he was 18 and had the whole room believing he was in fact a teenage boy. Now, Jason Earles looked very young at his age. He was nearly 29 years old when the show began and 34 when it ended. Now, we did a little digging, and apparently he had something called Kallman syndrome, which causes delayed puberty, so we can't confirm or deny this. He looked younger than his age, which worked out great in his favor because he landed a role on the biggest Disney Channel show of all time. Now Jason is filming Hannah Montana for about 8 episodes, and everybody thinks he's an 18-year-old actor. He is probably really concerned at this point in time, and this is where I think this would make a great movie. I mean, he's married, maybe struggling with bills, finances, landing jobs. He comes across this teenage boy on Disney Channel. He doesn't know if he should play the character or not. Every day when he showed up for work, he probably thought he was going to get confronted and then fired. He was probably going through a lot, and 8 episodes in, a Disney Channel executive came in and asked his age and asked if he was married. They must have found the records and really looked at it this time. Later, they thanked him for lying to them because they said, "If you would have told us the truth about your age, we would have recasted, so thank you for lying to us." Obviously, Miley Cyrus and the rest of the cast equally played a part. But Jason Earles, just being the older brother for Hannah Montana, for Miley Stewart, to help her navigate through life. Jason played that really well.
I was desperately afraid that I was going to be fired and recast because I had a big secret.
Oh, Disney, do you want to know the secret about Jason?
Yeah. So when I auditioned for the show, I lied to them and told them I was 18 years old.
Yes, you did.
It was another reason why I almost didn't audition for the show because I was like, I'm too old.
Right.
Like the character's 16, nobody's gonna buy it, And what's funny is Lisa London, who cast it, when she brought me in, she was like, "Hey, I know you're 19," because I had lied to her in a different audition. And she was like, "Would you be okay when you go in there? They're trying to cast it as close to age as possible. Would you lie and tell them that you're 18?" And I was like, "I think I can do that." And so I went into the audition, and everybody thought I was 18, and it wasn't until halfway through the first season.
I know. I think it was about episode like 8
or so.
8 or so that I didn't find out till like episode 8.
Yeah.
And I don't know if the network found out later than I did.
No, it was right around then because I remember one of the higher up network executives showed up on show night and he was like, "Hey, so you're 28."
Yeah.
And I was like, "I am." Yeah. And he's like, "And so you're married?" And I was like, "Yeah, that girl that I keep making out with. Yeah, that's why." And he was like, any more secrets? Anything we should know?" And I was like, "No." He's like, "You don't have any? Do you have any kids?" Yeah. And I was like, "No," because he's like, "Let's go ahead and keep that way for a few years." And I was like, "Absolutely, of course."
Didn't they say flat out, "I'm glad I didn't"?
No.
I'm glad.
So Steve Peterman, who was our glorious executive producer and showrunner on the show, a mentor of mine, a man who I truly love. He did say after he found out, he was like, he's like, "Thank you so much for lying to us because we would have gotten nervous if we had found out during the pilot, and we would have recast you."
Right.
And since we're kind of pot committed now, 8 episodes in, it actually ended up working out for the best. But
back to the show would never have been the show without you.
Yeah.
It's because you were an adult on stage. The kids thought you were a kid.
Yeah.
They treated you
and
like
I acted like a I mean, I was like, we all get to about 16 years old and we stop maturing anyway. And so it was fun to sort of get to go and re-experience.
But they respected you. You were one of them.
Yeah.
So when you led by example, discipline and doing your
Yes,
homework and doing
true.
that stuff. They followed because
Yeah.
it was another one of them. Without you, Hannah wouldn't have been Hannah. The show wouldn't have been the show without that lie.
You should tell more people that.
That
would be.
We're telling the
I'm
world.
telling
Right
everybody now.
Doug and I would like to say Hannah Montana would not have been Hannah Montana without
Clip
Jason
that,
Earles.
clip that,
Without-
clip
no,
that, clip
without
that, clip
the
that,
big
clip
lie.
that, clip that, clip that.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're gonna sort of like start to land the plane here a little bit. We're gonna talk about what we did right, what we did wrong, and what we